Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Nmcn again. I'm glad to have you back to my channel. So basically on today's video, I'll be talking about the recent news that has been going viral as regards to the new rules for verification for nurses from Nigeria. So the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria has released a very sad news as regards to the verification process, which I feel doesn't really make any sense. So for about 2 months now, the portal has been down. I think last year December, that was when the portal went down, the verification portal, and then a lot of people have been curious to know when the portal is going to be open. Then they will be like, and on the Twitter, people have been trying to like make a comment, tag the NMC to reply, but unfortunately, there was no response up until last night after the match between Nigeria and South Africa. Every Nigerian was excited about the win over South Africa, and then our almighty Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria decided to release this news that the policies has been changed, and they came up with irrelevant, meaningless policy, because I still don't understand why. I think from the first policy they say that an average nurse in Nigeria must have 2 years post qualification experience before they can be able to apply for their verification, which is very bad, because I see no reason why somebody who have undergone training, some went to school of nursing, some went to the university for like 5 years, they've undergone training, they did the necessary exam that was conducted by this Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and they are now trying to verify. They want you to tell the next board that they are going to apply that they are a nurse under you, they were trained under you, they went through the right process and procedures, and the only thing you could come up with is to frustrate the nurse plan or the person's plan, which doesn't make sense, because I feel that since they are the one that have governed, they are the one in charge of all this whole exam, the training and all, why then are you making it difficult for one to be able to say, oh, I'm under you, I did my training under you? So all these things, as time goes on, things keep changing. So when I did my own verification, my UK verification, like when I wanted to come to the UK, I did verification. It was very easy for me. I think I paid about 30,000 and everything was very easy, it was very smooth. Up until like I think 6 months after, the whole system changed again from 30,000 naira to like 60, 80,000 at that point, and people were still doing it because an average Nigerian nurse that wants to relocate needs to be verified before he or she can practice wherever he or she is going to. So at some point, we started hearing news that they are trying to pass a bill in the Senate to curb or to stop nurses, to hinder nurses and doctors from leaving the country. And I see no reason why they are trying to do all these things. Nigerian is about, as of today, Nigerian estimatedly is about 220 million population, and we have a lot of nurses who are leaving school every year, and not even every year, every 6 months, and most of them, they don't even get job. The ones that are working are underpaid. People are doing job of 30,000 per month, people are doing job of 50,000 per month. What can 50,000 do for somebody in a month? When you convert it to pounds, it's about 40 pounds. Imagine somebody collecting 40 pounds in a month. What can you do with 40 pounds in a month? What can you do with is it even $30? Some people are collecting $30 per month in Nigeria. When I came to the England, I was working at some point. I have a good relationship with my manager at work. So she was like, I should share my experience back home. I was like, my experience is not a good experience to share. She was like, why? I said I don't want to talk about it. At some point, I was like, okay, let me tell you my experience. My experience so far so good is that fine, I was opportune to work in one of the good hospitals back home, but I was underpaid. I was not employed. I was underemployed. Imagine me working in a place where I can't even afford house rent around the place. What am I doing? So I was telling my manager I don't think that my first job I was not earning up to 50 pounds in a month. And at some point I told her that my second job, the last job I did before coming to England, that was not earning up to 100 pounds per month. And she was shocked. she was shocked. It was to her greatest surprise. Like, why then am I going to work? I said, I have to do it to survive. I have to do it to get to somewhere. And thank God for today. Because I look at it, the system is so bad. The country is so hard. Instead of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria to make things easy for the young nurses who are leaving school, who are looking for more greener pasture, they have decided to wake up with with the mindset to make whole process so difficult for us. Okay, you said the person has to wait for like 2 years before you can start the application. You have to pay some fee. Why should the person pay to just let the other board know that they were trained under your board? Why? Same thing goes with uh, the letter of good standing. Do we really need that? We don't need all those things, because this person was trained. This person got their license, got their registration from you. Why can't you just dish it out for them? So if they are just trying to make the whole process, they're just trying to indirectly curb nurses from relocating to oversee. But what I'm just trying to say in essence is that if nurses keep leaving the shore of Nigeria, if let's say 100 nurses keep leaving every day, they are still nurses. They are massive. A lot of people have understood that with nursing license, you can travel around the world. Every average Nigerian parent wants either their daughter or their son to become a nurse or to become a doctor. More especially nursing now. Nursing is like the hot cake in the country. So why are they trying to make this this process so difficult? Okay, the ones that are back home, they are not even employed. They are underemployed. The system is bad. The economy is hard. The body is making life so difficult for the nurses. A lot of nurses back home, their mental health is already altered because of how bad the system is. You're working around the clock. At the end of the month, you cannot even feed well. And look, come on. So I think they are indirectly trying to use this route to curb the whole migration process. But all I just have to say is that if you have plans to migrate, just keep on pushing through. It's gonna work out well for you. So basically, theirs is quite different. When I started my US process to write my NCLEX and all, I did my verification. I did my UK license verification. Like, it is required because I'm already working in the UK. So I did both my primary licensure, which is with the National Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and also did with National Midwifery Council of UK. When I did that of UK, it was less than 24 hours, and they sent a mail to the body which I was using for my document verification, which is CFGNS. It didn't take up to it's less than 24 hours, and I did not have to pay any fee. I did not have to submit any document. I just went through my portal, put in my login details, and then activated that, and it went so easy. But that of Nigeria, when I was doing this process, it took me months. I kept making efforts. I paid handsomely well for it to get it. That was last year. Okay, now they've come with this new rules and regulation, which does not just affect nurses who are back home, but also affect nurses who are in diaspora. So I'm urging all nurses, both home, abroad, to wake up. We need to wake up, because if this continues to go like this, it's going to be bad for everybody. Because I feel like there are some things that are more pertinent, like they are more important, they are more cogent for these guys to tackle. But they left it and they are busy looking after nurses who are just struggling to survive. We are just struggling to survive, to make ends meet. You can't be paying millions in school to become a nurse. After schooling, you will be earning peanuts. You can't work like an elephant and be eating peanuts. It doesn't make sense. That's why everybody is clamoring. As of today, an average nurse in the east, I will not even talk about Lagos. An average nurse in the eastern part of the country, which is in Anambra area, call it Enugu, an average nurse that works in a private hospital earns like 30,000 naira, which is not up to 30 pounds, which is not even up to $40. That's how bad it is. That's how bad nurses are struggling to survive in the country. So what becomes of one that say, okay, I want to go. I want to leave the offshores of my country and move to another country and make ends meet and feed home. We are all striving to feed home. We are all trying to help, but NMC Nigerian said no. It doesn't make sense. Okay, an average nurse here. When I came to England, I think my first salary in England was bigger than my annual salary in Nigeria. My first 1 month salary in England was bigger, to show you the gap, to show you that like it's not even comparable. And we are just doing this just to make sure that every other person around us is comfortable. And NMC have decided to come after us. It doesn't make any sense. So this they are indirectly trying to do that, and at the same time, I'm urging all nurses, all nursing, the NAM, the UGONOSA, everybody should wake up. Let's tackle this at this initial point. We don't need to pay for verification. Verification is free. To get your UK verification is free. Less than 24 hours, everything comes up. So why should in Nigeria, why should it be so difficult? The country is really difficult for nurses. So I'm urging everybody, let's keep tagging them on every social media platform. Let's keep posting no to the new verification policy, because we don't need all this. There are some important things for them to tackle. There are some lot of quackery going on. There's a lot of quack training and all. There's a lot of people who are not even trained nurses that are working in hospitals. These are the areas where nurses are meant to, where NMC Nigerian are meant to fight for us. There are nurses who are underpaid. This is where NMC Nigeria are meant to come in. There are nurses who are being maltreated, who are being marginalized. This is where NMC Nigeria need to come in. But they are not. They are after their selfish reasons, because I call it selfish reasons. Okay, they are saying 2 years post qualification before you can start applying, and then it will take like 6 months. Most of this process, okay, 2 years. Let's say an average nurse, you write IELTS. IELTS validity is just for 2 years. You write IELTS and you're waiting for verification, and along the line your IELTS expires and you're still waiting for like 3 years, because the way they stated the whole stuff from their circular, it has to do like 6 months, 2 years before you can be able to apply, 6 months for the process to go through. Like before everything, it should be like close to 3 years just to get verified. It's not as if you are getting a training just to get verified. Verification that in every other board is just less than 24 hours and you don't even pay anything. Okay, we have accepted to pay. Make it quick for us. You're not trying to prolong it. I've been in the UK for like a year plus. Yesterday, I just got a mail from NMC UK that they were appreciating me for being part of the register. And I was not, I did my verification when I was just like maybe 3 or 4 months new in the register, and I did not pay anything. That's how bad it is with NMC Nigeria. So I'm urging everybody, whoever that is going to come across this video, please let's keep tagging them. Let's keep making moves, because we need to effect change in the nursing profession. We need to be that noble profession. We want every nurse out there who is going out to work to be going out with good mindset that, oh, I'm going to work, I'm going to make something tangible for myself. There's no point trying to frustrate this young, vibrant nurses plan. There's no point in it. There's no gain in it. So I want to appreciate everybody. I want to appreciate you for watching, and I promise to be updating you as regards to how everything is going to be as regards to these verification policies. So I urge you all to, if you have anything you are doing, do it fast. Make, like I said, I keep saying, make hay while the sun shine, because I know a lot of people who before now they've been planning to do verification, and at one point they keep procrastinating, and this has come in place now, which definitely is going to make the whole process for them stagnant. It's very sad, honestly. It's a sad news, but what can we do? Let's just work towards making, tag them. Let the tagging keep going on. I appreciate those on Twitter. They are doing a wonderful job. I appreciate a lot of nurses on Twitter. They are doing a wonderful job. God keep blessing you all, and I pray that before the end of this February, something good will make a good effect, a good change. So what I'm trying to say, or in essence, in summary, is that They are just trying to use this opportunity to curb nurses from leaving the offshore of the country. And then at the same time, the working environment is bad for nurses. So why are you preventing them to leave? And at the same time, there are a lot of nurses who doesn't have job, who are unemployed. How do you intend them to survive in a country that the economy is crashing? So please, NMC, if you are going to come across this video, please, I would appreciate you to think twice. The registrar, you've been there for years. I don't know why you've been there for years. I don't know what has been keeping you there, but please don't make this a Nigerian political body. It's like a profession, a noble profession for that matter. Please make an average Nigerian nurse go to work smiling, looking good. Don't tamper with our mental health, because the fact that the care that we are unleashing out has to do with our mental health. I have to be mentally stable before I can give medication. I have to be mentally okay so that I don't end up giving the wrong medication. I have to be happy. I have to be smiling. And the only thing that can make this happen is for you to make a good policy that would favor each and every one of us. Please, I urge you all to keep on being patient, and I hope something good would happen before the end of this month. Thank you again, once again, for watching my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to be posting more informative video. Thank you. See you.